Good morning, students. This video is continuation part of second chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. In the previous class we are discussing the concept of capacitance, so the definition of capacitor and its uses. So now in this class let's study regarding parallel plate capacitor. So derive an expression for capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. To derive that, I am considering two large plane parallel conducting plates. So in the diagram, here diagram contains two large plane parallel conducting plates, that is first and second. So having surface charge density plus sigma and minus sigma, and separated by a distance small d as shown in figure. Let A be the area of each plate and D be the separation between them. The two plates have charges plus Q and minus Q. Since D is much smaller than the length of the plates, that is D square is lesser than A, so the distance between the plates is smaller than area of each plate. So in the figure we are observing two large plane parallel conducting plates, that is 1 and 2, having surface charge density plus sigma and minus sigma. Students, we know that the result of electric field by an infinite plane sheet of uniform surface charge density, that is E equals sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So in first chapter in electrostatics already we derived electric field by an infinite plane sheet of uniform surface charge density, that is electric field E equals sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So sigma refers here surface charge density. So electric field is nothing but sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Students, here plate 1 has surface charge density, that is plus sigma. See here in the figure, plate 1 having surface charge density plus sigma. So sigma means surface charge density is defined as charge by area. So Q equals, not Q, sigma equals Q by A, and plate 2 has surface charge density, that is minus sigma, again Q by A. Using equation 1, so equation 1 is E equals sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Electric field in different regions is, so now we have to see electric field in case of first and second region. So now outer region, that is first region. So above plate 1, so above the plate 1, the electric field is nothing but, so we know that the expression for electric field in infinite plane sheet is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. But we are observing in outer region 1. So because of electric field, so here also minus charge, that is influence of minus charges also. So sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So that is resultant is 0. So similarly in outer region 2, here also there will be influence of positive charges. Hence sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that is 0. Equation 3. So now we have to see inner regions. Inner region between the plates 1 and 2, electric fields due to charged plates add up. So here, so electric field in inner region plates, that is 1 and 2, so here electric field will be in between plates, so now add up. So now sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, so now add it, 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, no need of taking LCM, 2 and 2 get cancelled, sigma by epsilon naught. So now sigma refers charge by area, substitute it Q by A, this epsilon naught as it is. So now equation call it as 4. So now the electric field inner region between the plates is Q by A epsilon naught. So now let's see what will be the potential difference. So now potential difference is simply V equals E into D. So now potential difference between the plates is defined as electric field into distance, that is E into D. So potential is nothing but V equals E into D. So now substitute the answer of equation 4. So in the place of E. So now E is Q by A epsilon naught into D. Now substitute it, V becomes E value is Q by A epsilon naught into D. So now the capacitance C of the parallel plate capacitor is, so the definition is for capacitor charge by potential, so Q by V. So Q as it is, V means Q by epsilon naught A into D. Substitute it. Now Q and Q get cancelled. Epsilon naught A move to numerator, that is epsilon naught A by D. So this is an expression for parallel plate capacitor. The value of capacitor is epsilon naught A by D. If capacitance C with dielectric between the plates, so if capacitance with the dielectric, then equation becomes C equals epsilon naught Ka by D, where K we call dielectric constant. So now if the plates, in between plates, capacitance with the dielectric can be written as C equals epsilon naught Ka by D. Now the product of this epsilon naught A is called permittivity of medium. So here epsilon naught and A is there. Epsilon naught A term refers permittivity of medium and it is denoted by epsilon equals epsilon naught K. So epsilon naught K means epsilon. So now substitute it. Now for vacuum, if K equals 1 and epsilon becomes epsilon naught, then permittivity, see epsilon naught means permittivity of vacuum. So now K is nothing but epsilon by epsilon naught. So in this equation we considered epsilon means epsilon naught K. So now for vacuum, dielectric constant is 1. Substitute it here 1. It becomes epsilon equals epsilon naught. So now if we separate the value of K, means K becomes epsilon by epsilon naught, is called dielectric constant. Is it clear, students? So now here epsilon naught represents permittivity of vacuum. So now the value of parallel plate capacitor is C equals epsilon naught A by D if with dielectric between the plates, that is epsilon naught Ka by D. Okay students, so now let's see now next concept, that is derive an expression for effective capacitance of two capacitors connected in series combination. So now let's see now the combination of capacitors if capacitors are connected in series and capacitors are connected in parallel. So now I considered firstly the effective capacitance of two capacitors when we connected in a series combination. So in the diagram you are observing two capacitance we are connected in a series combination. Consider two capacitors of capacitance C1 and C2 connected in series combination. See here, connected in series combination. In series combination, charge Q is same. So if we connected in series, charge will be same but potential will be different. So potential will be different here. So now total potential across this combination is V1 plus V2. Equation 1. But capacitance, so C1 equals C, the definition of capacitor is charge by potential. So now but C1 is nothing but Q by V1 and C2 is nothing but Q by V2. So now V1 becomes, so in this equation just cross multiply, V1 is nothing but charge by capacitance. Here also just cross multiply, V2 is nothing but Q by C2. So now substitute in equation 1. So substitute V1 and V2 values, we will get a value of effective capacitance. See students, if we substituting in equation 1, so V means Q by C equals V1 means Q by C1, V2 means Q by C2. So charge will be same, get cancel both sides. Now remaining is 1 by C equals 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. This is an expression for effective capacitance when we connected in series combination, that is 1 by Cs equals 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Is it clear students?